She didn't destroy you overnight. It started with a smile and ended with silence. You thought you met someone extraordinary, someone who understood you, maybe even better than you understood yourself. She laughed at your jokes, mirrored your ambitions, reflected your emotions like a perfect echo. It felt like a dream, until you realized the dream was designed to keep you asleep. What you're about to hear isn't about hate, it's about truth. A truth so many men never see until it's too late. Because some women, not all, but the ones we're talking about tonight, have perfected the art of emotional manipulation. They don't destroy you physically, they dismantle you psychologically. Piece by piece, memory by memory, until you question who you were before you met them. This is the 10 dark, manipulative strategies of narcissistic women. The tactics that can mentally destroy even the strongest men, if they're not aware of what's happening. It always begins beautifully. She sweeps into your life like a storm of affection, texting you every hour, calling you every night, saying all the right words. You feel seen, desired, chosen. You start to believe she's your missing piece, the one person who finally gets you. But here's the cruel truth. It's not love. It's strategy. Every compliment, every touch, every "I've never felt this way before" is data collection. She's studying you. She learns what makes you smile, what makes you insecure, what triggers your pride. Then, she'll use it all later, like weapons hidden under her charm. Once you're emotionally invested, she changes. The warmth disappears. The texts slow down. The affection turns cold. You start asking yourself, what happened? What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. You just stopped being a challenge. The old her wasn't real. She was the mask. And the moment she knows you're hooked, she replaces affection with confusion. That's how she begins control, by making you crave the illusion that never existed. Now that she's inside your head, the next step is to make you question it. Gaslighting isn't just lying, it's psychological warfare. She'll deny things that happened, twist your words, and when you confront her, she'll smile. A smile that says, "You're overreacting." You'll replay conversations in your mind, doubting every word. You'll start apologizing for things you didn't even do. And when she sees you start to crumble, she'll know she's winning. Because once you doubt your memory, she controls your reality. That's when the roles reverse. You become the confused one, the unstable one, while she stands there calm, pretending to be the victim. Gaslighting turns your truth into fog, and her lies into the only light left. If manipulation had a costume, it would be victimhood. When she hurts you, she'll cry. When she cheats, it's because you were emotionally unavailable. When she disrespects you, it's because you made her feel unsafe. You'll find yourself comforting the person who caused your pain. And every time you do, she tightens the chain around your guilt. This is how empathy is weaponized. She knows you care, so she makes you feel responsible for her chaos. And when you try to escape, she'll remind you of how cold you've become. The more you comfort her, the more power she gains. Her tears aren't water, they're acid, slowly dissolving your sense of self. Love, to her, is currency. She gives it, takes it, and rations it depending on how much control she needs. When you do what she wants, she's warm, playful, intimate, magnetic. But the moment you challenge her, she turns into ice. No hugs, no warmth, no connection. You'll start doing everything to get her attention again, even sacrificing your boundaries. That's when she knows she owns you. She's trained your mind like a lab experiment. You chase her approval, not because you love her, but because you're addicted to the feeling of being enough. This is emotional starvation, and she's the one controlling the meal. She'll keep her friends close, an ex-boyfriend, a coworker, a mysterious guy who always texts late at night. You'll ask questions. She'll say, "You're paranoid," but deep down, you feel it. She's using jealousy as a game. This is triangulation, creating emotional competition so you fight for her attention. She thrives in chaos because chaos means control. And as long as you're competing with others, she's the one calling the shots. She doesn't need peace, she needs power. You'll start to realize that every drama in her life isn't random. It's orchestrated. You're not dating a person. You're trapped in a performance where you're just another character in her play. And that's only half the story. Because the deeper you fall, the darker it gets. From silence to blame, from tests to total isolation, she doesn't just want your heart, she wants your identity. There's something worse than an argument: silence. When she disappears, she's not just ignoring you. She's punishing you. You text her, nothing. You call her, no answer. You check her social media, she's active, posting, laughing, living. Just not with you. The silence burns deeper than words ever could, because now your mind becomes the battlefield. You start to replay everything, wondering, what did I do? Did I push too hard? Did I say something wrong? And that's exactly what she wants. She wants you spiraling, crawling back, apologizing for crimes you never committed. The silent treatment isn't absence. It's control disguised as distance. It's how she resets the dynamic, reminding you who holds emotional power. Because every time you break and reach out first, you reinforce her dominance. And when she finally forgives you, it feels like relief, not love. That's how the cycle tightens its grip. If she can control your emotions by doing nothing, she already owns you. When she's cheating, she'll accuse you of cheating. When she's lying, she'll call you dishonest. When she's losing control, she'll say you're the manipulator. This is projection, one of the most twisted mind games in the narcissist playbook. It keeps you off balance, defensive, confused. You'll start defending yourself against accusations that don't even make sense. And while you're busy proving your innocence, she's hiding her guilt. Projection flips the spotlight. She becomes the victim, and you become the villain, all while she hides in the shadows she created. You start to question yourself, wondering if you really are the problem. But remember, the louder she blames you, the more she's hiding. Her accusations are confessions in disguise. She'll cry, she'll rage, she'll storm out. But every act is calculated. Because when you're too busy cleaning up fake fires, you'll never notice the real one burning behind you. At first, she seems so open, encouraging honesty, vulnerability, deep conversations. You finally feel safe enough to open up. You tell her about your past, your insecurities, your mistakes. She listens, nods, maybe even comforts you. But weeks later, those same words will be used as weapons. You told her about a rough childhood. Now she'll say, that's why you're emotionally broken. You admitted to a past relationship mistake. Now she'll accuse you of being just like them. She'll provoke you, push your limits, and when you finally react, she'll say, see, you are unstable. This is a setup, a trap disguised as emotional intimacy. She collects your vulnerability not to understand you, but to use it. And every confession you make becomes another bullet in her gun. You start censoring yourself. You stop opening up. You stop being you. That's when she knows she succeeded, because now you're walking on eggshells around the person you once trusted most. Real love feels safe. If you're constantly afraid of saying the wrong thing, you're not in love, you're under surveillance. Imagine this. You're calm. You're consistent. You're trying to create peace. But she keeps creating storms, arguments out of nowhere, jealousy from nothing, distance without reason. Why? Because in her world, chaos is proof of love. If you don't chase her when she pulls away, she says you don't care. If you do chase, she says you're obsessed. If you stay calm, you're cold. If you react, you're toxic. This is the narcissistic loop. No matter what you do, you lose. And that's the point. She doesn't want peace. She wants passion that proves devotion. Her mind confuses intensity for intimacy. Every argument, every guilt trip, every breakdown is another loyalty test. A way to measure how far she can push you before you leave. And when you don't, she learns that she can push even further next time. She'll cry after the chaos. She'll apologize, promise to change. But it's never real remorse, it's maintenance. She just resets the game to keep you playing. Love shouldn't feel like an exam you keep failing. When someone loves you, they build peace. When someone needs control, they build confusion. When a narcissistic woman realizes she can no longer control you, she changes strategy. She stops trying to win your heart and starts trying to destroy your name. She'll tell your friends you were abusive. She'll tell your family you were mentally unstable. She'll post vague things online. Some people are so fake, and everyone will assume it's you. Her goal isn't truth. Her goal is isolation. Because if no one believes you, she keeps control of the narrative. This is called the smear campaign, and it's psychological scorched earth. She'd rather burn your image than admit she lost her power over you. But here's the irony. The moment she starts spreading lies, she exposes herself. Because the person obsessed with your downfall is the one who can't accept their own reflection. Let her talk. Truth doesn't need defense, it needs distance. And once you stop engaging, her entire narrative collapses under its own weight. At first, she says she wants love. Then it's time. Then attention. Then money. Then total devotion. And when you give all that, it still won't be enough. Because her satisfaction isn't about what she gets. It's about watching you chase it. This is the final phase, the emotional treadmill. You run harder, give more, sacrifice everything, but the finish line keeps moving. No matter what you do, she'll find a flaw, a failure, a reason you let her down. And when you start breaking under the pressure, she'll point at your exhaustion as proof you were never strong enough. But that's the lie. She built the cage, then blamed you for suffocating inside it. At this stage, most men feel like shadows of who they were. You stop laughing the same. You stop trusting the same. You stop being yourself. But here's where awareness becomes power. Because once you see the pattern, it loses its magic. You start realizing you weren't too emotional. You weren't too sensitive. You were manipulated into believing that love should hurt. It shouldn't. Love should make you stronger, not smaller. Now you understand the full cycle, from charm to chaos, affection to ashes. These are not random acts. They're a psychological system built on control, ego, and fear of true connection. And once you can identify it, you can end it. You've seen every stage of it now, from love bombing to betrayal, from chaos to silence. It feels like surviving a psychological war, doesn't it? Because that's exactly what it was. You weren't weak for falling for her charm. You were human. You were empathetic. You were kind. You wanted to believe in something real. But narcissists are drawn to light because they have none of their own. They find warmth in you, then drain it to survive. They mirror your strengths, your humor, your values, until you start to think you've met your soulmate. But all you met was your reflection in someone who knew how to use it. The moment of awakening. There's always a moment when the mask finally slips. It might be small, a cruel remark, a silent punishment, a cold stare where warmth used to be. And for the first time, you see her clearly. The illusion cracks. You realize you weren't crazy, you were conditioned. You weren't dramatic, you were desperate to be heard. You weren't broken, you were bending under emotional warfare. And in that moment, something inside you starts to rise again. The version of you that she tried to erase. That quiet voice whispering, "You deserve peace." That's your real self, the one she couldn't kill. Healing isn't linear. Let's be real. Healing from a narcissist doesn't happen overnight. You'll still think about her. You'll still miss her sometimes, not because she was special, but because she made you feel seen before she made you feel invisible. It's the emotional whiplash that messes with your head. The highs were so high, the lows so low, that normal love now feels dull. That's what trauma bonding does. It confuses chemistry with chaos, intensity with intimacy. But healing means unlearning that addiction. It means realizing that peace isn't boring, it's freedom. It means understanding that you don't need to win anyone's affection. You only need to protect your energy from those who exploit it. Redefining power. Here's what they never tell you about narcissistic relationships. It's not about love. It's about power. Every manipulation, every lie, every silent treatment. It was a test of how much control she could take before you broke. But here's the twist. When you walk away, she loses everything. Because without someone to control, a narcissist is nothing but emptiness with a smile. You, on the other hand, regain everything. Your voice, your confidence, your identity. That's power she can never touch again. The final lesson. You'll be tempted to expose her, to prove the truth. But don't. The people who believe her were never meant to understand you. The people who see you won't need proof. The real revenge isn't showing the world who she is. It's becoming someone she can never break again. So heal. Go silent. Not as punishment, but as peace. Move forward. Not as escape, but as evolution. And remember, every time you choose peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and dignity over drama, you win. The rebirth. When you finally heal, something strange happens. You look back, not with anger, but with understanding. You see how every manipulation taught you boundaries, how every lie taught you truth, how every heartbreak taught you self-respect. Pain becomes the teacher, wisdom becomes your weapon, and love, real love, becomes something sacred again. You stop needing intensity to feel alive. You stop mistaking attention for affection. You start attracting people who match your peace, not your pain. And that's when you truly win. Because the narcissist didn't destroy you. They refined you. You're not what happened to you. You're what you choose to become after.